Okay, it's day 3 on my passive income experiment. And yesterday was revealing of how long some of these things take. In my mind, a lot of times these things are really easy, but then it takes a lot more work than I thought. So spending 1 hour per day, if you literally only have 1 hour per day, can be extremely hard because so many hours go into the small things. And I think it's also easy for me to take for granted the fact that I already know how to do a lot of things. So I'm not having to learn how to blog, how to set up a website, how to understand some of the things that I'm researching and learning. I've already got a really good foundation. But still, right now I'm working on a post that is a comparison of TubeBuddy and vidIQ. And I'm very well versed in SEO and search engines and YouTube search. I have used the tools quite a bit, but really understanding them and putting them through their paces so that I can make a really fair comparison that's valuable to other people, that takes a lot of work. Now, that post, I guess I'm jumping into the water with very valuable posts. I could be writing and like just hit the ground running and put up 10 articles in 3 days that are, 500 word articles that answer really simple questions that still get some search volume. I could find those opportunities, but this is something that has direct monetization in mind without being like salesy or icky or anything like that. It's a very helpful article that makes sense with what I'm doing and has a very clear path to monetization. So that's why I'm spending so much time on it. I got a really good outline. I went through both the tools, both the free versions, the pro versions, like the $10 a month versions, and the highest tier versions to test them out and see what I thought. I put notes down, I've made an outline, and today I'm going to try to finish up a rough draft at least. I'll probably go ahead and publish it, even if I don't promote it, but I want to get a draft published. One of the things I believe about blogging, in especially these cases where I just need to get something ranking because there's not a whole lot of competition, is that it's better to go ahead and post something and let Google recognize it and start ranking it than to try to polish it and get it perfect exactly like you want it and wait a week. A week could be a big deal in getting this thing ranking. So whatever I have at the end of the day, I plan to publish at least by tomorrow morning. Yesterday, I also met with Moultrie, one of my great friends, also doing some stuff on YouTube. And we talked about how he wants to get to at least $1,000 a month using his YouTube channel by later this year. And I was like, dude, you can totally do it. And it's just so interesting to see that some people get discouraged by the fact that they can't see the opportunities. I get to see the opportunities. I have the data. And it makes me so excited about what's possible. I'm really bad about implementation, but other people are great about implementation and don't have the data. And that's where I really hope to be able to add value to people who they want to do something like this, but they don't know how because they can't see the data. The data to me is as clear as day. The ideas are easy. It's just helping people implement that correctly in the right order. I hope that Moultrie will be kind of going along this with me so that throughout this process, it won't only be me experimenting, but he'll also be experimenting and we can see, do these processes work regularly, consistently from more than one person? Does data help grow faster? Those are some really big questions that I have. Had at least one more idea to add to the board. Dylan gave me a great idea for Fuel Your Photos post that should be a really good one for monetizing that I haven't published yet. So it's not an update, it's a new post. Should be relatively easy to write, much easier than this vidIQ versus TubeBuddy post. So that's probably also going to go into the rotation for next week. The weekend, I still plan on doing some updates to Fuel Your Photos articles that I currently have. That's kind of what I hope to do over the weekend. Maybe spend some time intentionally brainstorming. Spend another hour one day just sitting down and like writing down everything that comes to me. Maybe researching some more affiliate programs, other things that I can write about. Even recently, I've been remembering some things that I had thought about before that I just totally let go. Maybe going back through some of my notes and journals, thinking about affiliate programs that I had worked with in the past that I just stopped using. There's so many things. So I want to try to get some more of that on paper so that I have a better plan of what to do over the next couple of weeks. It's been really good so far to have this goal, but it's also intimidating realizing how fast time is going already. Like if you really want to make something like this work in 90 days, it's really becoming apparent to me how much attention you actually have to give it. It's a lot. Like it probably needs to be more than a full-time job if you want to replace a full-time income in 90 days. And I'm not even planning on doing that. Like even to make $1,000 a month in 90 days takes a ton of effort. And that's the only hesitation I have in whether or not this is going to work is whether I have enough hours to put in while I'm still working on client work and some of the other things that I have going on that I've committed to already. So outside of that, I'm 100% sure it's going to work. It's just a matter of can I put in enough time over the next 90 days. So that's where I am today. Hope that's interesting for you. I know it's been interesting for me. If you're watching this, especially if you made it this far, I would love to see a comment. Go ahead and like my video just to let me know you're there, or leave me a comment. I'd love to know who's watching these, and those comments are really encouraging and helping me keep going. So comments mean a ton. If you want to subscribe and keep watching, if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you as well. There will be some content that's coming out on this channel that is more polished and educational and not just updates as soon as I get a chance to do those. So let me know what you want to see from me. If you have any questions for me, and I'll see you tomorrow.